accelerating right here. So there's the sign.
Oh, what did that sign say?
Just that that's part of the old course.
Old course? Yeah.
Yeah. Just imagine what it was like back then with the MGs.
Took some nerve, too, with trees that close to you as you're speeding by?
That's nothing. So we just went past mile 1 of the 6.6 mile course. Should be White House coming up. Yep, White House S. This was a passing zone here. Why? Oh, somebody didn't. Somebody did.
Well, so much for taking the whole course at speed.
Well, the fastest lap time was set by Ted Tappett, Phil Walters, 1951 in a Cunningham, and it was just over 3 minutes 55 seconds. Roughly 80 miles an hour. 88 miles an hour average.
Cunningham.
So one of the things, the big movers and shakers of the SCCA at that time that Cameron went to, Duke's father, went to in the SCCA was a couple of brothers down from, I believe, up this, not this neck of the woods, but out in the New York area, the High Dollar New York one, called the Colliers, as in Collier County, Florida. So that's the memorial that they did for the two Collier brothers. Only one was killed here, the other one died of a medical thing later on, a few years later in '54. Now comes the real fun part. Now I get on hard on the brakes here, but they didn't have that back then. So next comes Stone Bridge, locally known as Cornette's Bridge. A man by the name of Denver Cornette from Texas rolled his MGT series off Cornette's Bridge up here, got a little squirrely, and inverted it at the other end of Cornette's Bridge here. And, you know, a crowd gathered, including a cop on a horse, and they were like, gee, I wonder if he's dead. And they hear these words, and this is all third hand. We'll get this fucking thing off of me and find out. Borrows a wheel from a competitor, finishes the main race. That car is still in existence. His son, Denny, brings it every year.
Wow.
For the Vintage Grand Prix. And that was stone and dirt back then. Now, think about going at speed here. You met our historian, right? Bill Green?
Bill Green.
Yes. He was in the office with Duke.
The guy wearing the sports jacket? No, wait a minute. Well, you were standing right
Duke's
there
office.
in Duke's office.
Yeah. Right off the TV.
So not the guy wearing the sports jacket.
No.
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 And
That
I'm
was
thinking,
Mark.
no, I did not meet
Okay.
Bill Green. No, I
That,
did not.
he does a much better tour than I do of this. But so think about coming up with all the types of vehicles they ran here at speed back in the day on this particular course.
Wow. Talk about a challenging course. Wow.
Right? And here is where passing was allowed once again. And John Fitch, in our 25 Years at Speed movie, talks about how the Allards would go this way. Just weave back and forth at speed. Cadillac powered Allards, of course. J2Xs and them. Because they were the hot car to have. If I had more money than sense, I'd get myself one of the newish replica Allards that are out there, because people would have no idea what it was. And here's the railroad tracks where they would hop.
Wow.
They would actually get in the air. And between 60 and 70 miles an hour, you can still do that. I'm not going to, but you're welcome in your car. Changing surfaces, from temporary asphalt, macadam, gravel, dirt. Coming out of Stonebridge was all dirt then. Really gives you a sense of, Brock Yates in his little video puts it like it was either one of the best courses in the world or the worst course conceived by man. Talk about a backhanded compliment, right?
Wow.
And now we're getting into Big Bend. Normally I try to take it at a little bit more speed, but...
And this old course was used for racing when? Until what year?
48 to 52.
Not long.
Yeah. By 1952, the spectators were on conservative estimate over 150,000.
Wow.
And, put that in the global sports car racing at that time period, road circuits were kind of going on their way out because, spectator fatalities. And while it hit here, Fred Wacker in his Allard J2X Cadillac powered got kind of rubbed a little and went up onto the curb in an area where there were people there. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, from what I understand, people had been shooed away from that area earlier, but once one goes, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the person that was killed was a little boy, a 5-year-old boy. And that put the kibosh on. Lloyd's of London would not insure it, and they couldn't get the permits to use the state. Now, here's a little factoid here. Milliken's Corner. So, you've heard of William F. Milliken or Bill Milliken before? Mm-hmm. Well, he rolled his Type 53 Bugatti right there. Fitch did something similar in later years and looked up, and it was already named Milliken's Corner, and said, yeah, Milliken beat me in everything. But unfortunately, as you see, this is, just think about taking this during...
And we're still on the race course, even though we're in downtown.
Yeah.
We're heading into downtown. This is the race course.
Yeah, this is the race course. Still. And that's Gerlando's there. Just so you know. This place actually has really good wings, believe it or not. I was skeptical until I went there and I discovered they have really good freaking wings. Yeah, this is the main front straightaway here. Mm-hmm. There's your Subway. Lucky Star Chinese is pretty good. It's my go-to if I'm wanting Chinese. And there you are.
Oh, that's it. We're back where we started.
That's the start-finish line of the... Oh, man, he's going up into the state park. Oh, I love that park. So sinister looking, aren't they?
But we're not back at where we started.
No.
Not yet. Okay.
So imagine going uphill in this at speed. Usually I'm on the throttle here, but unfortunately.
We'll go a little bit slower.
Yeah. And I'll go back to where we turned in because so you do get the entire lap.
So, yeah, just a little bit down from Seneca Lodge is where we started. Oh, yeah, so that little stretch through downtown isn't that long.
No.
It's not the whole downtown, it's just a little stretch of it.
Mm-hmm. And you look at the drivers who have driven here, both then and now. And it's still FIA rated because, the guys with the international licenses, they have to, the FIA every few years recertifies the track. And so basically international drivers who carry an FIA license, well, they're allowed to race here as long that it meets the safety criteria.
And Seneca Lodge.
Now be prepared to get your mind blown.
Oh, I'm sure it'll happen, yeah.
And I'm not even trying too hard right now to really add the extra tour guide flair into this.
Yeah, well,
this place speaks for itself.
Like going back in time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I joke with people that if walls could talk, there would be at least 3 legal cases going, and that's before James Hunt.
Well, that was quite a trip. Thanks, Josh.
Yes, it is.
Pepsi?
How you doing tonight? It's on the same shelf.
What is that? What is that you're pointing to?
Oh, finger.
It's what?
Finger.
Whose finger?
Somebody's wrist or finger. See it?
The finger, yes.
See it?
Sank on Lake Champlain. And James Hunt's Reef.
Okay, I'll try and answer it.
I accidentally pushed the wrong button, so he gave me a 10, and I accidentally did nothing higher.
That just does math for you. See,
We cannot seem to find our is going to be the Sinclair racing through the streets. Right?
you know what we're talking about. One at it, then they have a little thing. Close the gas station at the end. I think so. I hope so.